sunshine. Okay, folks, good evening. Yes, it is evening. It's Monday. It's Monday. We've got this. Hope you are joining in and joining the session from your back garden, or you've got the doors wide open and you've got a bit of breeze going on. I did a workout this morning. I had to open my front door, my only door actually. So sad about my lack of front or back door, but it was quite nice when the breeze was coming in the house. So what we're going to do tonight is again just trying something a little bit different, because there's only so many HIIT classes you can really do in one lockdown, to be honest. I think I worked out, I've done about 100 in May, and I'm like, whew, that's quite a lot. It's quite a lot of HIIT, to be honest. So we're going to do a bit of more of a strength and toning session today. There's going to be 20 exercises. We're going to just work through them one by one. We're not going to repeat any of them, but some might look similar. Right, and then for those that want to, I might just let Lily do it, to be quite honest. I might just have a small lie down by that point. We are going to do 10 minutes brutal cardio and leg thing we did last week. Okay, right, so all I want you to do is just take a nice and easy squat and stand up. So just going to move some joints just to mobilise and warm up to begin with. So sit down and then stand back up. Change that to a sideways lunge, so step wide and back in. So just take it easy to begin, don't go crazy. We're just starting to move a little bit. Last couple. Nice. Okay, lunge back and come back up. So step back and through. So nice and steady. Just starting to move and just start to warm up. And so a little bit of time doing this before we get into the session. Good, last one. Nice, just move your arms overhead. Just loosen up through those shoulders. Good, and change direction. Nice, last one. And then just twist from side to side. Just rotate through your trunk. So just lift up onto the ball of your foot as you turn. Okay, now go easy jog. Okay. So this again, start to move a little bit more. Good stuff. So keep your head and chest up. Look where you're going. Good. And then go easy jacks. So lift your hands up. Right? Yeah. Nothing easy about that. Hope you've got some water nearby as well. Last few. Good. Then set your feet wide, arms out. And then touch your toes, so lift up and touch toes. I'm going to loosen my shoe. I've done that shoe a bit tight. Good. So stretch down the back of your legs as you touch the toes with the opposite hand. So right hand to left foot and vice versa. Last couple. Oh yeah, last one. Okay, then just push back into your calf. And so step and push back. So push your heel into the ground behind you and stretch through your calf, so between your knee and your foot. Last couple. And then bring your knees up towards your elbow. So move your arm across and bring that knee up nice and high. Just work into those hips a little bit. Last couple. And then heels to bum. So just stretch out through your quads. These are sore. Not sore, tired. This isn't going to go well. Well, never mind. Okay, back to easy jog. Move your arms again though as you keep your feet running. Take your arms back the way. And then bring your arms across your body. And go jacks again. So arms up, feet out. And back to running. Bring your heels up to your bum this time. So flick your feet up so that your foot comes up towards your backside, and then knees up in front, so a little bit higher with your legs in front, and then back to jacks. Last for you guys, then we're going to get into the workout. Okay, right, so we've got 45 seconds work on each move. I only had 15 seconds rest, but I've just upped it to 20, just to allow you a little bit more time to grab a drink and take a little bit of a breather, because it's still quite warm, even though it's nearly 20 to 7 in the evening. So some lower body stuff, some core stuff, some upper body stuff, hopefully a bit of a mixture. Now hopefully I've space them out, so you try and work legs, then core and upper body. I'll just cue you as we go, and I'll try and do a demonstration and explanation during that 20-second rest. Alternating reverse or forward lunges, your first move. I'm going to count you down in 3. Get yourself ready with those lunges. 2, 1, off you go. So 45 seconds work. So these moves are all strength and toning work. So not too much cardio. Of course, some moves are kind of cardio because you're moving, but primarily we're trying to focus on strength and a little bit of muscular endurance, and just trying to tone and strengthen some muscles in our lower and upper body and our core. So we'll still get that 3-beat countdown. I've taken off the halfway beat. So you've got 7 seconds to go. Drop that back knee down towards the ground, then stand back up strong. Okay, so an elbow plank is your next move. So down on your forearms, the bright yellow bit, I should have come from my computer. Okay, so down on your forearms, hands just about a few inches apart, lift those hips up and get yourself ready. Oh, I've done a bit early, here we go. So 20 seconds rest is actually a decent amount of time. So use that to grab a quick drink, just shake off the last muscle groups we used, and then make sure you're ready to start the next move that's coming at the beginning of that final set of beats. So keep that core lifted, so squeeze that tummy button in towards your back. Have your eyes looking down and just slightly in front of your fingertips, so your gaze is slightly forward and not tucked in. So I'm looking just ahead of where my fingertips are. You've got 10 seconds to go. Your option was, of course, to go onto your knees. So remember, if you need to take a modification, then do that. Okay, move number 3 is sumo squat. So back to legs. Turn your feet out a little bit. Knees are traveling over your toes. Sit those hips down and then push back up nice and steady. Start slow, and then once you've warmed into it, you can pick up the pace a little bit. So set the feet, turn the toes out, wider stance than normal, sit and come back up. So try and bring your bum down so it's kind of almost level with your knees. Probably won't get quite as low as that, but try and get those thighs to somewhere near parallel to the floor, and then hold. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do a 10-second hold at the end just because we can. So keep moving up and down for now, and when there's 10 seconds to go, I'll ask you to sink down and then simply stay and hold. So wait for it. Get ready to go in 3, 2, 1. So sink and hold. Not get ready to go, more get ready to stay. Right, so again, try and just hold this low position, chest up and open, wait for it. Good job. Okay, sumo squats. Push-ups. Okay, so on your knees for most of you, or on your toes. There are some push-up variations, so go regular. Hands a tiny bit wide in your shoulders, hands beneath your shoulders, drop and push back up. You've got 45 seconds. Got a bit of hair on that. So try and work all the way through your 45 seconds of your push-ups. So most of you will be on your knees. If you're a little bit stronger or more happy in push-ups, you can of course come up onto your toes. And for those that are still working on these and trying to increase your range of movement, then bring your hands closer towards your knees and come into more of an all-fours box position and do your push-ups from that hands and knees position in a box rather than this kind of semi-straight line. You've got 10 seconds to go. Try and get that chest down. Try and get your nose and chin near to the floor. Last couple of reps. Final one. Ah, good job. Okay, push-ups. All surrenders. Ooh. Right. So with your arms up or your hands down. So kneel, kneel, step, step. Kneel, kneel, step, step. Okay? You can do it with your hands down, and you can also give yourself a little hand up. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to do 3 with my left leg leading. So my left leg's coming through. Now I'm going to swap and do 3 with my right leg leading. Because it's a bit too much to keep changing every step, because you don't get in a rhythm. So do 3 at a time, and then swap the side that you're stepping up and forwards with. And I'll tell you when there's 10 seconds to go, if you need to even yourself out a little bit. So 2, another 1, 3. Right, I'm going to swap to doing 2 for the last 10 seconds. So 1, 2. Oh gosh, I've got to fit another 2 more. 1, 2. Got it just with a bit of cheating. Okay, plank row. So, going to hold a high plank, hands narrow. Going to row my hand up and then swap sides. So, going to make a fist like I've got a dumbbell. Bring my hand into my ribs, just by the side of my chest, and come back up. So, hold that high plank on your toes. Place one hand down, and then pull that elbow back. So your elbow stays nice and close to your body, doesn't stick out to the side. And you bring that fist in towards your ribs, kind of below your armpit, nice and steady. So try and minimize the rock side to side, not like rock as in small stone, as in the movement through your body. So try and keep everything really steady. So core and arms are working really hard here. You've only got 5 seconds to go though. Wow, nice plank row. All tricep push-ups. So, a couple of options here. Hands narrow and bring your elbows back, or turn your hands in and set your elbows slightly out to the side. You figure out which one. Sorry, Anthea, so here or there. I'm doing half and half actually. So, it's a little bit more tough to send your elbows back with your hands narrow. So a little bit more work on kind of flexibility in your shoulders is required here. So I have found that if I turn my hands in, so I'm going to do this halfway and swap. So turn my fingertips then a little bit more pointing in, and my elbows get out to the side. So make a diamond shape with your hand down here rather than, so you're more there.
Okay.
Yeah. So rather than actually parallel to one another, yeah. So just at a 45-degree angle, basically. Last couple. Ooh. Ah. Sorry guys, poor explanation by me. Your hand should have been here, not out there. So narrow or there, I apologise, that's my fault. Okay, so squat hold. So just what it says in the tin, squat and hold. I'm not going early. Right. Wait for it. I better go on time though. So, sit that bottom back. Make sure your knees are roughly aiming over your toes. So have a little check down that your knees aren't pointing in the way or out the way, but roughly your hips, knees and toes are all in line. Then sit that bum a little bit lower. Straighten out your back a little bit more. Bring those shoulders down. Relax through your upper body. Your eyes again are looking forward, so not down or up to the sky, but just naturally ahead of you, and you've got another 10 seconds to go. Keep those hips a little bit lower if you can. You've got another 6 seconds. Try and stay as low as you're able. Last couple, wait for it, done. Nice. Ooh, how's that? Okay, split push-up. I'll try and show this one better. So one hand low, one hand high, press. Other hand high, other hand low, press. So your hands are here, and then there. Here, and then there. Feel free to jump your hands if you wish. So, slow this one down. Step your hands up and back, drop your chest. Up and back, drop your chest. High and low, bring yourself down in between. So just working a little bit more across our chest. Right, oh, still 26 seconds to go. This is going to be like a long one. Right, hand up, hand back, lower down. High, low, drop. You can adjust how wide your hands go. So you can modify the position of your hands just depending on your flexibility and your mobility through your shoulders. So I've just done a few a little bit narrower just to show you where you can be at. Split push-ups, crunch legs round, up. Crunch legs up, up, reach round. Okay, this. So touch your hands behind your head. So backs of your hands touch the floor, and then fingertips touch behind your knees. So backs of your hands touch the grass, and then your fingertips touch behind the back of your legs. If you want to make it a bit tougher, hold that position here just for a split second before you come back. So don't just lie back down dead quick. Lift and hold with the hands touching just for half a second. So when you're up in that crunch position, up in that lifted position, just hold and make sure the fingertips touch. Try and get your 3 middle fingers all to touch. I missed. Good, so try and get all 3 fingers to touch. Your little finger's probably a bit short. Ooh, good job. Okay, next move, next move. Okay, dolphin push-ups. So, down here on your elbows, push your hips up, down to plank. So push those hips up and then through to plank. So hips go high, head goes down, and then push back through. You got it? So you can adjust where your feet are.
Can you go on your hands?
No. How do you do it on your hands?
Would do it.
No, that's a plank for down dog.
Okay, sorry.
You're working your shoulders.
Okay.
So Anthony, your hands need to be narrower. So your elbows need to be shoulder width apart. There we go. Good. So you're having your arms too far out wide.
Okay.
And now push yourself up. That's it. So drive those hips up and then bring the head back over your hands. Push those hips high and then bring your head through so it passes where your thumbs are. Keep going, guys. Last few seconds. Right, slowly working your shoulder
No,
now.
I don't want to be a dolphin.
Stay down, stay down. Superman wave. So, Superman and come up and back down. So everything together and back down. Option, one arm. The grass smells so funny. Lift up, out, down, and back up. So up, swim, and back down. It's like a giant kind of breaststroke kind of move, really. But your legs and your feet and your head and your chest are up whilst doing that kind of breaststroke maneuver. The grass smells so weird.
Sniffing the grass.
You can't help it, like, I've got to take a breath in at some point.
You like to crawl and put your head in.
Go to the side to breathe. Just because you haven't got a sense of smell.
I've got some tank.
I've got an overly acute sense of smell. All right, this is a nice easy one. Calf raises. So, just here. Simple. I'm being quite nice, aren't I? You've got to wait to the 8 minutes that follows this.
Right.
I'm just going to watch. We could have a small lie down, I think. But what we're going to do is lift up and just hold for a moment at the top of that raise. And what we'll do for the last 10 seconds is just go up and hold. You alright? So we're just isolating our calves. So we often work our calves, but when we're running and jumping, they're just a supporting or assisting muscle, because our quads and our hammies are doing the bulk of the work. So it's good just to isolate them and just try and improve them a little bit more. So up and hold. Oh gosh, the balance. Poor. What's wrong with me? Not surprisingly hard. Okay, or Russian twist. Okay, have a sit down. So heels down, lean yourself back, feet off the ground or on the floor is fine. Sit back and then rotate side to side. This 20 seconds rest is like a little dream, isn't it? Kirsten's going, yes. But in the next set of work, there is no rest. Nada. Zero. This is when most people have a sit down and go, I'm going to watch this and see what happens. Right. How are we doing? We've got 30 seconds. So isolating our core and our obliques specifically here. Slow it down, nice and steady. This one doesn't need to be fast. Try and get the hands to touch the floor to one side of you, and then take your hands across the top of your knees and legs and touch the other side. And just tilt yourself back so you feel the work in your core and your obliques. You've got another 7 seconds to go. Try and do another tap or 2 on either side. That's 1 each side. Done. Okay, we're going to squat. Oh, okay, squat. Well, how have we not done squats yet? Right. We did some squats by now. And we did a squat hold. So I did say some of these moves will look familiar, although we're not repeating. Just a regular, simple body weight squat. So set your feet. Sorry, there's some bug on me. Although I do seem to be wearing a t-shirt that's probably a bit of bug attracting, to be honest. They're like black. It's probably a bit foolish. I think I was going to say think something with a flower, but quite unlikely, to be honest. Right. So nice and steady pace. So squats are a great, great move. Really functional exercise. Really good for toning your legs and your hammies and your quads. Quads primarily. If you squeeze your bum at the top, your glutes will have a little assist as well. I mean, using your glute muscles. Not your hand. Feel free. Okay, 4-point hold. You can do what you like. You're in your own living room. Right, so on your hands and knees, tuck your toes under. Squeeze your belly button towards your back before you lift your knees and hold there. Try not to lean forwards or back. Imagine you're being lifted up from the middle of your back. So the problem lies when you either lean too heavily on your hands or sit back too much on your feet. You want to lift up from the middle of your back. So that's why I said, imagine you're lifting up and pulling up from your belly button. So think about squeezing your tummy button in towards your back, and the weight is then evenly spread between each hand and each foot, and hold there. What we're going to do now is going to put your right foot behind you. Hold, you're balanced on one foot only, Anthea. So point it. Okay, good. Okay, now swap sides. Just simply point it. So uncurl your toes and point it. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Nice. 4. Okay, right. So from here, you're going to stay on your fours. You're going to lift one leg up and push it back behind. So you're going to press back and forth with that leg. So working into your glutes. Anthony's giving me a look like, what is this? Halfway around, we'll swap sides. So turn your leg out slightly and then push back. Yeah, good. So your toe is turned out a tiny bit. So rotate your right foot, Anthea, slightly to the right. Yeah, good. Now, okay, so keep going. Push back into that foot. So imagine you're pressing your heel away. Imagine your heel is pushing against something. Swap sides in 2, 1, off you go. So turn your foot out slightly, and again, press away with the heel. So imagine you're resisting something or pushing something with that heel that's pressing away from you. And by the way, this is move number 17. So that means we've only got 3 to go, and we're done. So you should feel this in your glute. So I didn't really feel it in my left glute, but my right glute was super tight. You didn't need to know that story. Okay, bicycle crunches on your back. So extend your leg and twist towards the opposite knee. Someone's doing too much cycling. We're not started yet. Anthea's doing a couple of bonus ones. That was nice. I was enjoying the wee lie down, to be honest. Right. So, alright, I need a few comments from you guys that have done the workout, whether you do it tonight, or you do it another time of the week. Let me know if you like this, didn't like it. You like the fact we weren't doing too much jumping, we were just doing some strength and toning moves, whether you're like, nah, go back just doing like brutal cardio, that's fine as well. So it's good to know what folk want to do, because we've got another couple of weeks before we can get some outside classes going. So please do comment or give us a ring or send us a message through the private page if you want to give us some comments on what you'd like to do more or less of, for that matter. And he's going, just abs. Okay, so round onto your front. So we've done this one before. That's a bit of bug I've laid on. So hold that plank, turn the feet onto the side, lift up into a side plank. So it looks a little bit like this. On the side, back into plank, and then lift. Oh, I'll stay here. I'm here now. So make sure that hand is beneath your shoulder. Come round through plank, and then rotate onto your feet the other way, and then come back around. So lift up, pause in plank just for a moment, then sugar your hands. Sugar your hands. Walk your hands underneath you to bring yourself into the right position for that side plank. When you come into that side plank, lift that top hip up. So push this hop, 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 hip up. Hop is hip up, by the way, in case you're wondering. I think this might be uphill to move. I've got a really horrible, I wrote something horrible for the end. Wide stance, toe touch. Oh no, it's fine. It's like a little hamstring stretch. Okay, so wide stance, just touch your toes. This is like, I'm being like nice. What's kind of come over me, huh? Must have been a small moment of like feeling friendly. Just touch your toes. You've got to do nothing else. So lift up and come back. So from here, just touch down. So you get a little stretch for your hamstrings. So Anthony, come up in between times.
Okay.
Yeah, so, because then when you come up, that's when your hammies are doing the work.
Okay.
So it's like it's a bit like a deadlift is the movement we're looking for. So if you just spin side to side, you just stretch your back. So as you stand up, that's when your hamstrings do the work. So your hamstrings stretch as you come down, and as you rise, they shorten. So that's where the work is. It's like you want to try and work your hamstrings because we work our quads lows. That's quite cool. Nice. Oh, I even put the right number of things on to get the actual finish time. Right, what we're going to do. Oh, come on. Go back. We're going to do. Okay, so now then, that was like your warm up. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to option, if you want to join us, we're going to do that little 10 minutes of cardio that we did last week. So basically, there is 4 cardio moves. They're mostly legs, let's be quite honest about this. And we're going to do them for 30 seconds each. No rest in between. We'll pause after we've done the 4, just for a moment to regain a little bit of leg ability. And then we'll do the 4 again. We'll pause for a decent amount of time, like 20 seconds. And then we'll go through a new bunch of 4 moves. So your first move is jumping jacks. Squat jumps is next. Triple bear is your 3rd move. And then jump lunges is your 4th move. Okay. I'm going to have a drink, hang on. We did this last week, we'll be fine. Okay, 30 seconds, get yourself ready, jumping jacks, get set, off you go. So, you'll get a 3-beat countdown at the end of your jacks, and hopefully at some point during that last little bit of time, I'll give you a quick cue as to what the next exercise is, and you're going to go straight into it. So you've got 2 minutes of work, we'll get 10 seconds rest, and we'll repeat this move. Go squat jumps the next. Off you go. So squat jumps, your second moves. Remember these, because we're going to do these 4 moves again, almost straight away afterwards. Right, your quads are going to be on fire by the end of these 4. So, don't worry about it. Just keep doing as best you can. It is a quad killer, but you can manage it. Triple bears are next. So on the floor, jump to the side, and then jump to the middle. So right, middle, left, middle, left, middle, right. Okay, the bad news is jump lunges are your 4th move. Oh man, my legs did a lot of cycling at the weekend. Oh man. Right, jump lunges. Off you go. Oh gosh, this isn't going to look pretty. So, in an ideal world, your legs should be wider. But my legs ain't going that wide. I tell you what, we won't bother resting. We'll just use jumping jacks as our recovery. Wait for it. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Right, jacks. done these next 3 moves. Squat jumps. Oh man, this seemed like such a good idea. Wait for it, wait for it. Off you go. So, sink those hips low, and then use your arms to drive and push you up. Okay, remember, you can always take out the jumps. So you can just go to a regular squat, and when we come to triple bear, you can step that one out as well. You've got another 6 seconds here, then you're down on your hands, step or jump. Off you go. So, jump, tap. You can walk this one out. So Anthony's doing a modification. So you can walk your feet to the left and walk to the right. Anthony, do the tap one for me. So start with your foot in the middle, yeah. Tap your left foot wide, then your right foot wide. Get your hips down a bit, Jen. Get those knees a bit lower. All around, right. Jump lunges. So, get that back knee down towards the floor. Oh man. Right. How's your quads? Totally fine. How's your heart rate? Totally fine. You've got 11 seconds. Drop those knees down. Bend your knees and sink. 5, 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah. Right. In the sink. Burpees. Sweary word. Right. Burpees. So burpees is move number 1. Side shuffle is move number 2. Oblique mountain climbers is move number 3. I'm running on the spot. It's move number 4. Burpees. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, hang on. 3, 2, 1. Why not working? Come on.
Rest.
Pity's sake. Go. Even my iPad was like, no. I am done with you jumping around. That was nice, wasn't it? The app on my iPad was like, no thank you. I'm going to give them an extra tiny bit of a rest. 8 seconds, back and forth, little jump at the top, side shuffle next, shimmy, touch the floor. Wow. How's everyone doing? I'm done. Toad's done. How's Anthony doing? She can't. I don't think she can speak too good. Right. Touch the floor. Bend those knees. Sink those hips down. Oblique. Mountain climbers. Who's next? So on the floor. Knee towards the other elbow. So run or walk or jog for that matter. Knees in and out. So back and forth, back and forth. Off you go. Keep working, guys. 12 seconds. Come on. Dig in. Dig in. Drive, drive, drive. Push. Pull. Here we go. Here we go. Running on the spot. Right. Okay. We've got this. We have got this. I really liked those first 20 moves. They were actually quite nice. Right. We're going to run right through again. Basically, because if I stop now, I'm unlikely to be able to go again. Burpees are next. Wait for it. Keep running. Off you go. Jump. So back and forth. Up you go. 4 more moves to go. 12 moves down. Last 4. So, give it all you've got right now. You don't need to do another burpee again today. 2, 3, touch. Shimmy, shimmy, touch. Right, here we go. 10 to go. Keep moving. Come on, guys, push yourself. Work that a little bit harder. Climbers are next. Go. Right. So, 30 seconds. Set your pace. Right. We've got this. Last 2 moves. Just focus on what you're doing right now. Run, run. Push, pull, go. Go. Drive, drive. Come around here. Run it out for me. 6, 5. Hold it. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Run. Right. Chest up. Head up. Arms working. How we doing? We're fine. Totally fine. It's like I'm dying also. Right. 12 seconds. Let's go a little bit quicker. Let's lift those knees a little bit higher. Come on, guys. 5 seconds. Come on. Come on. Right to the very end. Don't stop. Nice. Whoa. Right. Was that hard work? Yes. Is that fine? I need to stop the time. Hang on. Right. You're going to need to do your own stretching, so I'm going to have a small lie down right here. Stretch your calves, stretch your quads, stretch your hammies, and then go and have another lie down. Right. See you tomorrow for Tabata. Bye-bye.